Hello, lovely people. You welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm very sorry for not uploading videos recently. This time around, I have something great for you all. It is the episode 5 of the Relationship Talk Show, and I have here with me Raphael, also known as the boy.
Yeah, man.
Big man, welcome.
It's a pleasure meeting you, bro.
Thanks, bro. And I have my sweet lady here, Linda, but we all call her Slim.
I'm happy to be here.
Nice. You're looking so pretty.
Thank you.
All right. So today is something different, not the regular thing we do all the time. I have some questions in a bowl. You're going to pick one by one, and we talk about the questions. Let's go. All right. So I have this here with me. So who's going to start first? Ladies first.
Ladies first, I guess.
Ladies first. So Linda, do you want to start?
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Okay.
That's quite a big paper.
All right. So would you want to read or I should read?
Should I write it?
Okay, feel free if you can.
Okay. If you've been offered 100 billion US dollars and to have sex as for the rest of your life, would you accept it or not?
Yes.
I'm taking the money. I'm sorry.
Really? So
That
are you
was
trying to
quick.
tell me? Yeah. Are you trying to tell me that when we offer you 100 billion US dollars not to have sex, your entire life, never again, you're going to accept that money?
Yes.
That's what you're telling me.
That's what I'm telling you because it's money and it's 100 billion.
So are you trying to tell me that you choose money over sex because you always need to sometimes get the pleasure? You need someone to make you feel good. Don't you think so? Or money can give you orgasm?
Probably.
Probably.
Of course.
Raphael, what do you think?
Well, I think we are all products of sex.
Yeah.
We can't do without sex,
Exactly.
one way or the other. You
Yeah.
see, I think the most painful thing is getting all the riches in this world
What?
and
Not able to.
not able to satisfy your partner or not able to say have sex.
Yeah.
As a result of say you are impotent or sickness or something. It's fine. Sometimes it is medically advised not to have sex. But all other things being equal, I think sex is very important and we can't do without it. You know that feeling after a hard day's work and you come back and you get like the best sex of your life.
Right.
It's releases all the stress and
Yeah,
tension.
but Linda is telling us that she's going in for the money.
Yeah, I mean, he said to come back from work and then
Yeah.
you get the best sex of your life, right?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
get back from work and I have 100 billion to look at, and I'm just gonna go out and make myself happy.
Really? Yeah, this is weird. Okay, for me, I would never choose 100 billion over sex.
Why
Now the point is, how sure are you after the 100 billion you will be happy?
Yes.
Because money makes you happy. Have you ever seen a
You think-
rich person who is sad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Most rich people.
Then I can do it.
No, you know, we hear of that feeling when you are rich, you give your wife or your partner everything, yet he cheats on you. Why? It's because you cannot sexually satisfy her.
The question said you stop having sex.
Yeah.
It did not say get rid of your partner.
but you're not getting rid of your partner, right? You're not getting rid of your partner, but then you're not having sex at all for the rest of your life.
Yes, my partner can find it somewhere else. They
Wow.
didn't say you
Then-
get rid of your partner. It said,
so you agree to your partner to find it somewhere else, and you just stay like that.
yeah, they're still my partner. We
Let-
can have an
let-
open relationship and
Okay.
open marriage.
Really?
They'll be happy, I'll be happy.
Okay. Have you had sex before?
Am I supposed to answer it?
No. Yes.
But I think for the sake of our viewers,
Because actually, well, all right. Let's move to the next question.
but I don't think we have concluded this issue.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we will visit it
Yes.
again.
But I think $100 billion and sex is really good. You know.
Okay, the
Actually,
last
let
one
me-
before you go to the next question. I have $100 billion, right? It didn't say I get rid of my partner, right?
Yeah.
Me and my partner can agree we have an open marriage and
Yeah.
open relationship. I can't give you what you want, but I can add to what you need. You go out, find.
But the point here is your partner can go out to have sex with whoever he wants to.
Yes.
But you,
Me, I've
what
told
happens
you,
to your sexual life? You don't care about that.
you've lived without sex for some few years. You can do that for the rest of your life.
Ooh. few years.
It's easy.
Were you having sex at 3, 4, 5, 6?
No, then like we hadn't developed that sort of like ideology or that perception, or probably your reproductive organs were not even fully developed.
But they did at 13. You were having the stand-up thing in the morning, but then you did not have sex then.
No,
you thought it was a good idea, right?
It was because, that's what I'm saying, it was because probably...
Haven't you had enough sex now to just...
Enough? No, it's not enough. We are still in our 20s, young, vibrant, hydrolysis,
That's the mindset. That's the mindset. Everyone thinks if you're 20 and something, you can just have sex and whatever you want, but...
No, I think
the thing is, the issue here is not to have sex for the rest of your life. You know, but you, let's just...
I've concluded 100 billion.
I think, you know this issue about money and sex, there are a lot of people, let me conclude, you know, people are faced with this kind of choice of choosing between sex
and
money. Sometimes not even money, it goes beyond money. Either staying fit, healthy, or sex. And most of the times, people can't stand it. They end up having sex and telling themselves that if it is true sex that I will die, I prefer to have sex than to be there just like that and die. Why do we say that? You know, sex in itself or in its totality, it is something that makes you look always fresh, refreshed, always young, vibrant, like everything within you is working to its fullest. Do you get it? So sex itself in its fullness is something that we can do without as humans. Like I said earlier, because we are products of what? Of sex. And sex will always be part of us till the day we die.
I get your point, but I think later
one point. Sex is not the only thing that keeps you young. You have to drink water and lie about your age. See?
And lie about your age.
Yeah.
all right. So let's just leave that one there. So now it's your turn now, Ralph.
Okay.
In the life is going to be broke for sex.
So can I read it?
Yeah, just read it.
So, what is the best way to have good communication in relationship?
Yeah. So I believe in any relationship, we need to have that strong communication between partners to stay together for long. So I don't know if you have any ideas on the best ways we can have good communication amongst us.
Empathy.
Why do you say empathy?
Because if I'm going to communicate with someone, I need to try to put myself in their shoes.
Yeah, being thoughtful.
How can I explain this? I tried to. If you're going to communicate with someone, they're bringing up an issue. So it means you have to try and think like the other person. So I think that can help with communication.
It's also more or less like being thoughtful about the person's current situation, what he or she finds himself at that particular time. So, for example, let's say probably I'm trying to communicate with my lady. Okay, at that moment, maybe I'm hurt and all that, but she's not thinking about the hurt I'm going through. She's also thinking about herself. It doesn't make the communication move on smoothly. If I get your points right, is that what you mean? Not really?
Not really that close.
But probably you could throw more light on it.
I just feel like if you try to be the other person, like you've said, you're trying to tell someone something else, but they're not understanding it, right?
Yeah.
But if you've established the whole communication thing, because you have to talk to the other person you're in a relationship with about communication in the beginning, so you can always be able to communicate, right?
Yeah.
So if you've done that already, and then you have to pass on your point, but then they cannot understand you, right? Then I just feel like you have to talk to them and then try to make them. They can't feel what you're feeling, but I feel like you can just
make them
try
understand you more.
Understand, yes. It's about making the person understand.
Okay. Do you have anything to add about that?
Yes, you see, talking about communication, I think it's varies with distance and with, say, geographical location. Obviously, when we talk about location, time will set in. You, for instance, I'm in China. Say my partner is back home, or my partner is in America, or wherever she is. Obviously, communication won't flow like it's supposed to be. Because if, say, Linda and I are in a relationship and we are all here, there is a tendency that we are going to see each other every day. Talk, yes, spend more time together. But the moment the person is away, communication begins to become a barrier. So I believe that in communication, the most important thing is the quality time. When we talk about quality time, it's not the duration that you talk or you spend together, but making each moment you spend together count. Yeah, so I think communication is all about having quality time together. Yeah.
Linda, you cool with it?
Well, you said the best way to have good communication. I'll just say my personal view. I feel like you have to listen to the other person, be empathetic. Consistency is very important because I like it when I can constantly be able to communicate with you, talk to you, and stuff like that.
Okay, being consistent. What about you trying to be consistent to communicate with your partner, or your partner is not opening up to you? What happens?
Then you're with the wrong person, I guess.
Then you are with the wrong person.
No, I beg to differ.
Okay.
I think it's sometimes, you see, we are different people from different backgrounds, different character traits and all that.
Yeah.
Some people naturally want to open up. Some people are the extrovert type. They don't mind flowing with you. Other people, probably because of what they've been through, because of the situations they've faced in their life, they tend to keep things to themselves. Yeah. So the fact that probably Linda is open and I keep stuff to myself doesn't mean yes. Or sometimes not that you are reserved, but you don't want to tell people everything. It takes time.
It didn't say people, it says a relationship.
Okay, so your partner.
Your partner. Yeah.
It takes time, even in marriage, it takes time before you can fully open up to your partner. Do you get it? So I feel it's all about knowing the other person. It's all about building something. That is why it's called a relationship. It's a gradual process. Even love in itself grows, love develops. So you might meet somebody who you think it's not the right person, but in actual sense, he is. Yeah.
I think Linda is still having a different.
No, he said it's a gradual process, right?
Yeah.
And so it's communication, right? So if you can't talk to me about something from the very start, then what's the use?
Trust. With time, when I trust you more, I can open up.
Trust comes with communication. I have to talk to you to trust you. You have to talk to me to trust me. And for you saying that person is an introvert, I don't think it works that way, because if I'm your partner, right, it's a two people thing. You can't talk to me, then what's the use? Who are you going to talk to? Someone outside? You have a problem with me, you're going to tell your friends before you tell me?
Okay, talking to friends before you tell. I think there is a question in there talking about friends and...
No, I'm just saying, he said, it's I can't talk to you because I'm not fully open. So if you're not going to talk to me, who are you going to talk to?
He's taking, if I understand you, or maybe you're taking from the beginning of the relationship, maybe at that...
Communication is supposed to be from the beginning. That's how you build a house.
Alright, no problem. So I think... we will just move on to.
We have so many unfinished business here.
Yeah. So Linda, is your turn now? Yeah.
Wait, I'm not speaking on behalf of all the women.
No. You're just here sharing your mind, your opinion. Whoa, what does it say?
Oh, what do you think about having an opposite sex as a best friend? Why in a relationship?
Exactly. So sometimes I do tell myself I have a girlfriend, right? We're just talking about communication.
You
okay, so...
No?
So,
you didn't hear that, right?
I do sometimes tell myself I have a girlfriend. I'm talking on behalf of the guys. Do I?
Do you?
Is it in the question?
I'm allowed to ask.
No. But is it in the bowl? Oh, okay, probably you want to come and sit here. You're running too fast. Hold on, let me catch you up. So I'm trying to give an example, right?
Yep.
I have a girlfriend, or I have a partner. I'm supposed to communicate everything to my partner.
Yeah.
But I have another girl as a best friend, and I communicate to her instead of my partner. So is it right to have a best friend, an opposite sex as a best friend whilst in a relationship?
Okay, well, I haven't really tried that female bestie. Why do I say so? Because sometimes I feel it leads to a lot of divided attention. Because women, you can't understand a woman. You get it. It starts from friendship, but it might end up to something. So I prefer to, and that's what I'm saying, that from my perspective, I always try to keep my friends, especially very close friends, as my male friends. Like my male friends are my best friends. Probably somebody I can call my female friend or a bestie is somebody probably I grew up with. But I want them as a bestie, as a childhood friend. Yes, because it always leads to something else. Yes, so
exactly.
I don't prefer the bestie thing.
Okay, you want to say something? So Linda, what do you think about that? Rafi just said for him, he's not going to move into having a female as a best friend. It leads to something all the time. What do you think?
Why do you think it always leads to something?
No, because that's why, like I said, sometimes it's a divided attention, and I'm that kind of guy that if the more we talk, the more we communicate,
the bond.
Yes, the more the bond begins to grow stronger, then affection sets in. So to be on a safer side, I will just sit on the fence and watch it. Yes, because if I have a girlfriend, I prefer to keep my girlfriend and keep my male friends. We can be friends, but you can't be my best friend. My boys will be my best friend, my girlfriend will be my best friend, but not you as my best friend. Yeah.
Linda, would you prefer a male friend to be your best friend in a relationship?
Well, to me, I have male best friends.
And do you have a boyfriend?
That doesn't matter.
I think sexually interesting.
Okay, no. But it also depends. Who did you know first?
Okay.
Your female friend or your girlfriend?
Why?
It also depends. If you're gonna date a girl, but you've known someone else before for a long time, right? And then now you get a girlfriend, right? I feel like the other person, you're supposed to talk to your girlfriend.
But if for instance you are my friend, I know you before I get to know my girlfriend. So why didn't I ask you out, or why didn't I ask
because
you
it
to?
was completely platonic. That's the thing.
Okay.
We both understood that it's a friendship, right? You can talk to me, I can talk to you. That's what it is. And
but now I have a girlfriend, so I should be able to talk
yeah,
to
but
my
did your girlfriend say you can't have me as your friend?
No, it's going to be. Let me give you a practical example. Okay, I'm trying to let you know I've been through this before. Okay, well, I had a girlfriend and I had a friend. We were very close. Okay, what I went through, it brought a whole lot of issues. Okay, because my girlfriend was thinking I have something to do with my female friend. Okay, let me give you this example. There was this time my girlfriend asked me, "Have I eaten?" At that very moment, I wasn't hungry, so I told her, "No, I haven't eaten and I'm not hungry." Moments later, my female friend texted me, "Hey, Babs, have you eaten?" I was like, "No, I'm really hungry." And my girlfriend saw that text message and was like, I asked you if you are hungry. You said no. But another girl's asking you and you're telling that girl you are hungry and you want something to eat.
But it's just
it's
not just a random girl, that's the point.
No, yeah, it's not any random girl, but at that moment, who is your girlfriend? What is she doing? What is her purpose there?
Okay, can I ask? In this relationship of yours, who had you known longer? I'm sorry I based everything on time or something, but who did you know longer?
Okay, so I got to know my friend first before my girlfriend.
And your friend has seen you go through everything, other relationships, right?
Yeah.
When your girlfriend dumped you, who did you go back to?
Okay, so
if we can be honest to ourselves, we can probably find a better name for them, but not as a bestie.
What's wrong with saying this is my best friend? I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's
nothing wrong with that, but I wouldn't.
So what do you want to call them?
No, but we are trying to say that at the end of the day, it is the sentiment that we attach to it. Yeah. Do you get it? Because she could be your childhood friend, she could be your friend for life, your friend that you've grown with for ages. Nothing stops that. But the moment it becomes a best friend tag, That means that you can share your problem with her. Then what is the essence of your girlfriend?
That's your problem. If you didn't have the guts to tell your girlfriend whatever is going on with you, it's not their fault.
But there is a crowd, right? I can't tell my girlfriend.
You make it crowded. You make it crowded yourself. You crowd it yourself.
So this is what I think. Maybe to you, it's not an issue for you to have a male friend, or you give him that best friend, right?
No, my point is, it's not a problem for me because I value my friendships a lot. If
we all do.
I've had conditions. You drop your friend or we're out. I've always chosen my friends. Always.
Really?
Yes. You will leave me, but my friends. I don't.
No,
Let me understand.
No wonder he wants to choose $100 billion over sex. I get you.
If I take a lot of importance in the values, so friendships are really very important. So I feel like your people can do it, but not my people. So to me,
no, you see, I think she's not getting something. It's not as if you don't value that friendship. That's why I said there have been friends that I grew up with. Until date, we are still friends. We talk a lot and all that. But the moment you have a girlfriend, you try to let her know her role as a friend, and you try to let your girlfriend know her role. But the moment somebody becomes a best friend, that means that whatever I can share with my girlfriend, I should be able to share with you as a friend. If I'm going through hard times, you are the friend that I can rely on. Then what is the essence of your girlfriend?
you choose what to tell your friends, you choose what to tell your girlfriend.
I agree with
My
that.
best friend and I have boundaries. Me and we also have boundaries.
What
So
did you do?
I really had to sneeze. I really did have to sneeze. Like,
Why did the sneeze come
Yeah.
out?
my point is,
All right, let's make it
I'm
fun.
going to have my best friend of the opposite sex. I'm not living there.
You know, sometimes too, one funny thing, that's when your best friend comes in and she tries to do everything for you.
Have you eaten like this?
Yeah.
Because
Why
they
are you
care about
asleep? Are
they
you
care
sick?
about you.
Okay.
We know what happened.
But you know you are
Let them keep caring.
Linda, you're a lady, and you know how it's like
And
when
I'm like,
somebody
no,
tries to take your place.
Like
Yeah.
no. It's all in your face. You always feel like someone is trying to take your place. You always
Not as a
feel-
boy, boys don't really mind that much.
What makes you
that
think
much.
every girl does that? I don't.
Okay,
You
so
know
you-
your
you
boundaries.
don't,
Everyone
yeah,
has
you
boundaries.
don't.
And I'm not speaking for everyone, I'm speaking for
For
me.
yourself,
Okay.
There are
yeah.
boundaries. Why am I arguing?
All right, so viewers, kindly put your comments down there. Is it advisable to have an opposite sex as a best friend whilst
Yes.
in a relationship?
The
Just let me know in the comment
best
section, yeah?
Bestie,
Exactly, yeah.
bestie
Yes.
always needed to
No,
start.
but still bias free food.
All right, so Rafi boy.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, I like the length of the page. Okay, so
Yeah.
What is the best time to raise delicate sexual issues with a new partner?
After
Wow.
sex.
After sex.
No,
That was
fine.
quick.
Why did you say after sex?
It was a joke.
It was a joke. Oh, okay.
No, but on the real, what's your opinion on it?
Yeah.
Me? To raise delicate.
Delicate sexual issues.
Just make sure I've eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I haven't eaten, I'm grumpy and I won't be listening. But if I've eaten, then you can talk to me.
So now when I give you food, we can talk about it?
Yeah, after it.
Ooh.
Really?
Yep.
Sexual issue.
Yep. I feel like you either talk to me or you just don't screw me at all.
True. Can you explain to the layman?
No, I know.
Anyways, what is the best time to raise delicate sexual issues
I think
with a new partner?
I think you eating up before we talk to you. I don't. The issue here is
I'll be in a good mood, so I'll agree to whatever you're saying.
okay, but the issue here is, for example, you my new girlfriend, right? And probably I have issue with my sex organ. Okay, so I can't really engage myself in any sexual activity for a time being. I think it's prudent for me to tell you right from the onset that, hey, babe, this is the issue I'm facing. So in case something like that happens, you are already aware of that. I don't wait till when you are in the mood to get screwed. That's when I tell you, oh babe, sorry, but Kofi can't do anything.
I think that would be a disaster. You can't say it there. Why do you have to lead the person to the river and tell the person that you can't drink?
Well, I feel like it depends on how comfortable you are with the person. So it's new, right? She said it's new. So I feel like if it's new and with, I don't know, established communication, we can always talk about anything. Because some people can compromise. Not everything is going to be about sex, or yes, there is sex, but it can't be rushed. If there is anything you can do, right? You last 2 seconds, talk to me about it, and then
talk about it and probably find solutions. You meet this fresh boy, and all of a sudden the guy is telling you 2 seconds, boy. How are you going to feel?
You'll die a bit. It won't kill you.
Yeah.
2 seconds. It's better than nothing, but it's okay.
You know, I sometimes I think it depends on the person in context. You know, there are some people that, especially if the person is like, for a WhatsApp girl, like somebody who knows, like WhatsApp,
high class lady.
She understands what's going on and all that. But there are some people that you date and they're like, for instance, if you are dating a church girl, those people don't like to talk about this stuff.
Are you dating a church girl?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, really?
And those people don't like. It takes time before they open up, especially when it is issue related to sex and sexually related activities. You get it. But there are some people that, even from their onset, they are willing to talk about those things. So how many rounds can you go?
Wow.
So do you have any issue related to your sexual health? Yes, some people are willing, but there are other people that it takes time. So at the end of the day, know the person that you are in a relationship with and how you can go about it. Yeah.
Why would you say church girls? I'm a church girl, but I still talk.
There is a church girl and there is a church girl.
But
yeah,
I mean, it all comes down to
the person. Yes, I mean the person.
Issues.
Because some people think that, no, why do you want to talk about sex at this early stage of the relationship? Let's see how we can build our spiritual growth, how we can build our careers together. There are more pressing issues other than sex. Why do you want to talk about sex now? Are you sure you're the right person for me? Do you get it? So such people, you can't just go straight that, baby, you think you're sexually fit? Yes.
So when are you supposed to ask her?
That's what it takes time. Sometimes they themselves will bring it. You get it? Now they are more interested in those things.
I believe certain communications will lead to that. But like with church girls, it's quite difficult to get.
Why? Stop saying church girls.
Some of them. Let me use the word some of them. I know you're a church girl. We're all church boys. We are all church boys. Rafi and I, we are all church boys and you're a church girl. But then with church girls, some of them, it takes time for you to have those kind of sexual communications with them. So I understand perfectly what Rafi is saying, but it doesn't mean since you're a church girl and you're talking about it now, it doesn't make you.
No, my point is, anyway, personally, I don't think there's a right time.
Okay, so you think at any time?
I think any time is okay, but it doesn't mean there is a right time, because it can be the right time, but not the right topic. Right topic, wrong time. So I just feel like sex talk just happens.
Okay.
I'm just not going to call you at work and I'm like, hey, we've been dating for 3 years now, so your game is not really on point, but I just feel like it just happens. There's really no.
I really think some partners find it difficult. Maybe, for example, I'm not able to screw my girlfriend well. She's not sexually satisfied whenever we go down. She just can't communicate that to me. She feels like, I don't know how I'm going to tell him, how he's also going to accept it or receive it when I tell him, oh, Babbage, maybe I don't like it's very small or something, like, girls sometimes also go through that.
Well, I don't know about the other girls, but I personally am not going to die with a small thing without telling you.
Really?
Nah. Nah,
All right.
You're doing something I don't understand. Bro, stop. What are you doing?
So isn't that when you see it that way, you try to help the person through, or you're just not fit for the work? So
no, how you tell them. I feel like you can say it in a playful way, not for them to get offended or something. But I feel like you should always be able to talk about it. Like, I'll bring it up in a playful way. If it's not working, I'm not feeling it, we stop, and then I tell you, can you do it this way? You're not doing it the way I want you to do it. And then I feel like I talk to you, you talk to me, like, what should I do? I'm like, can you do this?
This way, let me also do it
Yeah,
this way.
tell me 360, something, I don't know.
Yeah, Kama Sutra.
360, okay.
Sex life.
No, I just feel like you should be able to communicate because you to say sex is very important. You're not taking that 60 billion whatever. So
100 billion.
if it's that important, then it should always be important for you to talk about it. Always.
And I also believe you should know your partner at what time you can also communicate that to him or her, because you made mention that at a particular time you should know how you're going to tell your partner about it. Sometimes you say it in a playful way, but how they are going to receive it is different. So you should also know your partner before you can communicate those things to, or the way you communicate to the person.
Yeah, if you feel like it's going to end in tears, drop the point and run away. It always works.
All right,
leave them thinking.
let's now run away to the next question. Linda.
It's gonna be something nice.
Yeah, I think so.
Something about the
really
weather.
nice stuff. I think it's something that she loves.
Yeah.
No, because it's the same thing. How can you have better sex with your partner? Communication. End of
Sure.
story.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's move on. Let's not waste time. Communication. Okay, Rafi.
I think we're almost through.
Yeah.
So, how do you ask for the sex you want?
Yeah.
Just
Probably you want. It's not always going to be that traditional way of having sex.
do people still have traditional sex?
What's traditional sex?
I mean, traditional way of having sex, like lady down, man on top, the missionary position.
Just go the missionary, my brother. Lady down, but top is still missionary.
Yeah, so missionary position, that's always the way. Maybe you want to spice up things a little bit. How do you ask your partner? Okay, maybe, hey babe, today we're going to try something else, something different. How? I just want you to share your opinions on how.
How do you always ask?
How do I always ask? I don't remember the last time I asked.
So they always have to ask you.
No, I mean it's.
Ask or be asked.
I mean I don't remember the last time I asked. So you should
Okay,
tell
the
me
last time you did, how did you ask?
The last time I did? I don't remember. I don't actually remember. But yeah.
No, I think it still boils down to communication. From the onset, like we said, if you know the person inside out, you know what spot to hit to turn the person on. Because I think even our fathers, our grandfathers, they are learning new ways of having sex. They no longer go by these missionary ways and stuff. You get it? Now, the internet, your friends, there are so many mediums that you can learn. Even if you don't experience it, even if you don't have that experience, you can learn from.
Okay, not to catch you. So, learning from the internet and all that, is it advisable for ladies or guys in relationship, not marriage, in relationship, to watch pornographic content on the internet, to learn the skills or get to know some skills from there and bring it into their relationship, sexual activities? Is it advisable?
Well, I can't speak for others because I am not a fan of pornography.
Okay.
However, over the years, probably, you see, something you do over the time, at least even if you are not the best, you try to be better each time. So you try to learn new ways. Yes. So you try to invent new methods on your own. So I don't have to necessarily rely on pornography before I can invent my own style. Yes. If you try this and you see it's working, the person will give you the feedback.
Yeah.
If it's not working,
How do you know the feedback? How do you
what turns a woman on? What turns your woman on? You will know it.
Okay.
If you hit the right spot, she will alert you. Like Jayo. Yeah, keep it up. Do you get it? Yes, like Slave rightfully said.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go well, she'll tell you today.
Yeah.
So that means that tomorrow she doesn't expect you to do the same thing. Try something new. Do you get it?
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
with time, you hit it.
Okay. Linda, you have anything else to add? Or you
That's
still
fine.
say Jaya?
No, I'm not going to say child. No, I don't know. I really don't know about this one.
Okay.
What's the question again? How do I ask for the sex I want? Really an open person. So I just say it's the way it is.
Something like baby today.
No, you don't even have to say
It's
baby.
gonna
You
go
just say
down.
no. You just have to say flip. You feel like they can do it. Do it yourself.
Take over.
All right. That's some insightful thing from Linda. Let's move on. I think we have the last 3 questions. So
Me.
quickly finish it.
It's really gonna be. What do you think is the major factor of insecurities in relationships?
Yep, major factor of insecurity in relationship.
Insecurities.
Yeah.
Personally, the media.
The media.
Yep.
Why do you say so?
Because there's this thing. You know how everyone wants to be a power couple. Everyone wants to be a power couple, right?
Yeah.
And then there's also the internet, right?
Yeah.
Things you see on the internet, those people living perfectly well, they're happy. So every time, if you've noticed, every argument people will have about insecurities, they'll do something like, so and so is like this and like that. So I feel like the media, it doesn't make sense right now, but it does if you think about it. Comparison, comparing yourself to other people always is just. Yeah, and if you don't have enough love for yourself, you'll keep being insecure. You need to understand you're born. That's it, you're fabulous. He came to you because he thinks you're fabulous, you're nice. There's something that he wants that other people don't. You should always think, I don't know, you should always think positive or something. Yeah, so I feel like...
How long can you think positive?
Always.
Okay, the boy, what do you think about it?
Insecurities, I think it's basically something to do with trust. If you have issues with trust, if you can't trust your partner enough that yes, probably he's going out to have fun with other girls, but nothing will happen, then always you'll be insecure. You think that when he's talking to another girl, he's probably cheating on you. So I think the bottom line is trust. Trust.
A by the way question. So if I trust my partner but I don't trust the other people, then what happens?
So you talk to the person. I trust you.
Yes, I trust you, but I don't trust the person you're hanging out
trust
with.
you. That's why I'm in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
But I think even the Bible says that bad manners corrupt good character, right? So yes, baby, I trust you. I love you. That's why we are in this relationship. But the kind of people you work with, the kind of friends that you mingle with, I think they are going to corrupt you. So can you do something about your friend? Yes, it doesn't mean you don't trust the person, or it doesn't mean you are insecure. It's just that you are just cautioning him against his friends or against his folks. That's what he works with.
Okay, so what about you being you trust your partner, right? But mistakes do happen one way or the other. Your partner cheats. Is that going to bring more?
That's not a mistake.
No.
It's never a mistake.
I use mistake because for lack of better ways, but cheating is going to bring more sort of insecurity into the relationship, right?
Yeah, but cheating is not a mistake. If a person cheats once, that's it. If someone can do something once, that means they can do it again.
Yeah.
So what's the use? If you even think about cheating, that's already cheating to me. So I don't.
Well, I would say that everybody deserves a second chance. I'm that kind of guy who gives everybody another chance for them to prove themselves. Yes. Sometimes there is a saying that if you don't know somebody's tears, you wouldn't know what he has been through. Yeah. So yes, probably it had happened. It had happened. Regardless of whatever situation was, whether the person was depressed, but everybody deserves a second chance.
But it's never going to be the same, you know that.
Yeah, I know it's never going to be
So
the same.
why are you going to go through the same thing when you know it's not going to be the same?
But you try to work things out.
I can try to work things out with you without you being here. I've forgiven you. That's it. I forgive you if you've done your part of cheating. That's it. But the trust
it's just not going to happen.
Once trust is broken, you cannot. Because every time you're going to see them with another person, you're like,
something fishy.
Yep. Yeah. It's not going to be the same. Second chance, yes, thank you, but from the other table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with you.
You agree with that? All right. High five.
For the first time.
Finally, we worked something.
We agreed on something.
All right. So I think Last two, yeah, it is last two. So
Okay.
let's pick. Okay. Then do justice to it. What does it say?
Wow. I've been waiting for this question though.
What's that?
What is your opinion on sex before marriage?
Please,
Please add a drink.
Can you see that? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Sex before marriage, yeah.
Okay. Sex before marriage.
Yeah.
Now let me say well.
Just put your religious.
Yeah. So we can look at it from the perspective of religion, but for the sake of our audience, I think we can, since we are all in an academic world, we are in an academic discourse community, we can look at it from that perspective. So sex before marriage, I don't agree that, or I don't think it's a good thing to have sex before marriage. However,
Okay.
you see, there is a saying that he who fights for equity must first come with a clean heart.
Yeah.
I am not a virgin.
But
I've had sex.
He's doing a good job. He's quoting the Bible. So
Yeah, I've had sex over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Yes, wait. So I don't expect my partner to come as a virgin. Yes, I will be glad. I will be happy if I could get someone who accepts me just as I am. Do you get it? Yes. But I think what is done cannot be undone. But we can move on and make the future better. Yes. So sex before marriage, it's not a good thing in my belief or in my doctrine. But I still think that we can just bypass it. Yeah.
Okay, Linda, do you also think you can just bypass it?
hold on.
Have you what? No, you must say something actually. You just have to say something.
Sex before marriage.
Yeah.
Biblically, it's a sin.
Mm-hmm.
And
Put that one aside.
yeah, but you know, it happens.
Point.
Yeah,
Shit,
and
it's not fair.
no, it does happen. No, it is a sin. But again, it doesn't mean sin cannot be forgiven.
But not when you do the same sin over and over and over again.
No, that's a different kind of sin. I don't know. There is no way to justify sex before marriage. There is really no way. Yes, you can say I was curious. I was an accident. I wanted to try peer pressure, but when you go back to the beginning, it's a sin. That's it. It's a sin. That's it. Even in church, you know, when you go to church, they're like, she's not a virgin now. No. But then you can't undo it, like you said. You can't undo it. I cannot speak for the others, but as a proud virgin,
After the flips and turns,
well, they always say you can rebuild your virginity. So,
okay.
yes.
So I mean your secondary or tertiary mood.
No, I'm still a youngster.
Okay.
From college, whatever. But no, it's a sin that I cannot justify. But like you said, it's already done. So there's no way to answer this.
For me, it's difficult because looking at with the youth nowadays and the world we live in now, everything or most of the things are really centered around sexual activity.
Yeah.
So it's quite difficult. So
I don't know if there is a follow-up question about whose virginity, and I don't know if there is any follow-up question.
I'm not so sure.
But I wanted to ask that, so now that we are talking about sex before marriage, how do we perceive virginity? You see, gone were the days when ladies were proud to call themselves virgins.
Yeah.
I am a proud virgin, and they go, yeah. But now, it's like, it has lost that sense of value. Like, people are even shy to proclaim their virginity status. So, I don't know, how, as a lady or as a guy, how do we now perceive virginity? Do we still think it's an important factor in every marriage? Like, do men aspire to have women who are virgins as wives, and vice versa?
I mean, some ladies will say, "I want a man who's a pro," like for.
So it's the ladies who are leading to
the men too would want ladies who are like pro, yeah.
No, I don't want a pro.
Okay.
I don't want a pro because I think
you don't want a pro too, right?
I want.
No, I don't want a pro because I think
I want a pro too because. Sorry, but because.
What do you mean by a pro?
A professional, somebody who has been in the business for quite some time.
So you want a prostitute?
Not a
No,
prostitute.
not a prostitute. Like you said, mistakes do happen.
He said business.
Business? No, I guess he just using that, I think, for lack of better words, actually. But I don't want to meet a lady where I'm now going to say, do this or do that before. You need to at least know something a little bit about sexual activities, before we go down there.
Now you've answered his question. Now you know how some women perceive virginity.
Mm-hmm.
There are two ways. Some people are proud to be virgins, but just because of what you said, you don't want to teach someone from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
No one will say I'm a virgin. Everyone will just come and say, the moment you say, I don't want someone who's going to be a virgin, I have to teach them.
No, I'm not saying I don't want anyone who's going to be a virgin.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
Okay. If I get a virgin,
It's a blessing.
Okay,
That
but I'm
doesn't mean-
saying
yeah.
the way boys or men put out stuff is the way you've just said it. I don't want to teach someone from the beginning. No one will come and say I'm a virgin. They like you, right? They don't want to lose you, so there's no way they're going to say I'm a virgin. Because...
by all means, no.
Yeah, but still... You've said it, once you say it, you can't...
Why do you think I'm going to tell you I don't want a virgin?
Well, men do I. So...
Alright, so...
The last piece.
Yeah.
Does sex change a relationship? Yes.
Does sex change a relationship? You think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rafi, you think so? Why do you say yes?
Yet again, affection comes in. You see, I think that probably we've outgrown that age or that stage in our lives where sex was just meant for fun or just anything.
Yeah.
It gets to a point that anybody you want to have intimacy with, it's because the person means something to you. Yeah. And the moment sex comes in 1, 2 times, it brings some affection because it is an exchange of something. Even if what they say to be spiritual or the exchange of soul, whatever, is not true, I still think the moment sex comes into the scene, it changes everything. So to me, sex changes everything in a relationship or even in friendship.
Alright, so Rafi, what you think it changes the whole face of the relationship and even friendship? Right? Linda, what do you think?
Yeah, I also think the same.
You also think the same?
Yep, it does change a lot, both positive and negative. It either makes you better, if not worse. Yeah, so yeah, sex does change a relationship.
Alright. So thank you very much for your inputs. But let's just wrap up in 1 minute. In 1 minute, we've spoken about a whole lot of topics or content here. So in 1 minute, just briefly summarize everything for us and your opinions to the viewers out there. Okay, Raf.
I thought it was
No.
That's fine. I'm a gentleman. I'll do that. Okay, so I want our viewers to know that friendship is the basis for everything. Be it relationship in relationship that is dating, be it a normal friendship, be it a best friend, an agape, any form of thing. The basis is love. Where there is love, there is unity. Where there is love, there is peace. And love is the greatest of all things. So as we go about our daily activities, we should be love conscious and we should try as much as possible that in this era where there is so much inconveniences, we need to create that environment or that room to communicate, to be there for one another. Yeah.
Okay. We should be there for one another. Linda?
Me, I just think it's rough out here, so and we're not all the same people. My opinions are very different from everyone else's. So what I say here doesn't mean your opinion is wrong, and it doesn't mean my opinion is wrong. So I feel like we should all just try to understand ourselves, understand what you want, what you need, what you might want, and what you don't need. And as he said, always love one another and communication. It's always a major thing in relationships, friendships, family, everything. So whatever it is, and never forget, take the 600 billion.
600 billion.
Yep.
You're always going to take that.
Put
All
your
right.
money on top.
Okay, so thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. All right, so viewers, So all too soon, we are done with this episode of the Relationship Talk Show. Thank you very much for sticking with me throughout the video. Make sure you subscribe if you are new here, and if you come here all the time, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Maybe you guys have some shout outs to give. So the boy.
Okay. Yeah, the boy is the people's man. So I'll just give shout out to all my lovely people, my friends, my family back at home. My mom especially, she's my heartbeat. Yeah. So Mama, I love you so much, and God bless you. God bless everyone. My beautiful lady, my girlfriend, you're the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh my God. All right, so Linda, your handsome boyfriend or something?
What do you mean? No. What I mean is, me, it's just my friends.
Okay.
And my male besties. Trust me, no one is ever going to come between me and you.
Wow.
Always understand that. And to my lovely friends, just know you're everything. Mom, Amy, KK, Ree, all of you. I won't mention the boys, but I love you. And that's all. I bet you something will happen if you mention. No, I love my boys. I love my boys, and I love my friends too. And I miss you.
All right. Okay, Rafi. Thank you very much. Baby girl, thank you very much. So watch out for new video coming out. MC Babbage, we out. Salute.